Welcome to the news that is shaking up the baseball world right now. We start with the New York Mets and manager Carlos Mendoza delivering a tough update on infielder Jorge Polanco. Mendoza has revealed that Polanco's nagging injury, specifically his left Achilles bursitis, may be far more severe than anticipated, signaling that this veteran will likely need a much more conservative, long-term approach to recovery as the Subway Series finale approaches. Medical setbacks the team is navigating while trying to correct their regular season tailspin. Finally, we get the final word from the manager and the implications for the pennant race. Carlos Mendoza hints that Jorge Polanco might not play against the Yankees, emphasizing that the club is monitoring how the Achilles responds to treatment, but making it clear this is not a simple fix. Don't miss the full breakdown of the Mets' injury list and what this means for the team's fight in the NL East. Stay with us for more breaking news. The New York Mets are facing a significant uncertainty regarding infielder Jorge Polanco's long-term availability following a discouraging update from manager Carlos Mendoza. Speaking to reporters on the eve of the Subway Series finale, Mendoza indicated that Polanco's left Achilles bursitis injury may be more severe than initially assessed, necessitating a much more conservative, long-term management strategy. Mendoza stated, Jorge Polanco's left Achilles bursitis won't likely dissipate this year. Hopefully it goes away, but it's probably something he's going to have to manage. This outlook has cast serious doubt on Polanco's reliability for the remainder of the season, as his ability to remain on the active roster is now highly questionable. Polanco entered the regular season battling Achilles bursitis after a previous stint on the 10-day injured list for a right wrist issue. While the medical staff permitted him to test his pain tolerance on the field for lineup depth, the condition has reportedly deteriorated, shifting the issue from an in-game challenge to a persistent problem off the field. This suggests Polanco may face a grueling, season-long maintenance routine that seriously jeopardizes his long-term status. The mounting medical challenges at the team are compounded by a recent injury to Clay Holmes, adding pressure on the Mets to navigate a growing list of setbacks while attempting to correct a regular season slump. With key impact players sidelined, manager Mendoza is now looking toward the AAA affiliate for reinforcements, similar to previous moves for prospects like Carson Bench and A.J. Ewing. The current injured list highlights the team's struggles, underscoring the precarious situation facing the Mets as they head into the final stretch of the season. The New York Mets are facing a significant uncertainty regarding the health of key player Jorge Polanco, with reports suggesting he may require management of Achilles pain to avoid a lengthy absence from the team. Sources indicate that the player could face a substantial shutdown if the injury is not effectively managed. This development raises immediate concerns for the Mets organization as they navigate the upcoming season and their roster stability. Further updates are anticipated as the situation with Polanco's health evolves. Mets manager Carlos Mendoza has issued a cautious assessment regarding first baseman Jorge Polanco's recovery, suggesting the veteran may need to manage persistent Achilles pain or face a significant absence from the team. Speaking ahead of the upcoming rubber match against the Yankees, Mendoza addressed the status of Polanco, who has been sidelined since April 14th due to wrist and Achilles injuries. Mendoza indicated that the Achilles bursitis is unlikely to heal completely this season, emphasizing that the outcome will depend on Polanco's ability to tolerate the pain while playing. Mendoza stated, "I think it's getting to a point where he's going to feel it, right? But just keeping it to a point of I can tolerate this, because if not, he's going to get shut down for a long period of time." He added that the team will continue to engage in baseball activities and running to gauge Polanco's response, hoping he can continue treatment and that the issue resolves. Polanco, who signed a 2-year deal with the Mets aiming to be the everyday first baseman, has appeared in only 14 games this season, recording a batting average of .179 with a single home run. In a recent interview, Polanco expressed a desire to have more positive days, noting, "We want to have more good days than the days I don't feel so good. That's when I know I'll be ready to go," following a recent PRP injection. The New York Mets are facing another significant hurdle as they grapple with the lingering injury concerns surrounding veteran Jorge Polanco. Following the Subway Series finale against the Yankees, manager Carlos Mendoza provided an update indicating that Polanco's left Achilles bursitis may persist throughout the season, casting serious doubt on his immediate availability for the team. Polanco has been sidelined since April 14 due to wrist and Achilles issues, and Mendoza stressed that the team is not simply waiting for a full recovery. Instead, the focus is on determining if the player can tolerate a level of discomfort necessary to play without risking a prolonged shutdown. "I think it's getting to a point where he's going to feel it, right," Mendoza stated, adding that the player must maintain a threshold of tolerance or risk a lengthy absence. MLB.com reported that Polanco's Achilles bursitis is unlikely to dissipate this year, placing the Mets in a difficult strategic position. The organization must balance the need for the veteran's bat with the imperative to avoid pushing him into a more severe injury. Mendoza confirmed that Polanco will remain involved in baseball activities, while the team closely monitors his response to running and treatment, emphasizing that this is not a minor issue that can be expected to resolve quickly. Polanco himself has expressed a pragmatic view on his readiness, stating, "We want to have more good days than the days I don't feel so good. That's when I know I'll be ready to go." This sentiment suggests a gradual return rather than an immediate return to high-level play. Polanco's initial stint with the Mets has been underwhelming. In 14 games, he recorded a .179 batting average and a .246 on-base percentage, contributing only 1 home run. His role as a flexible middle infielder was hampered by the ongoing ailments, leaving the team reliant on depth pieces. This timing is particularly challenging as the Mets navigate roster adjustments, with players like Francisco Lindor and Francisco Alvarez missing extended time, and the pitching staff facing further setbacks. The core issue for the Mets is not just getting Polanco back on the roster, but ensuring he is healthy enough to perform at the level expected, rather than being a compromised version of his previous self.